Hello, what's your name?
My name's Adonica.
Okay, Adonica.
I've just seen the film and I thought it was absolutely fantastic. Very well researched. The stories of the men involved were completely entertaining and historical information that we should be sharing with the younger generation on a more regular basis. So well done to everybody who was involved in that particular production. I thought it was really, really well edited, slickly produced, very clear, really got the points over. Definitely something that I'd like to follow as part of the series on a regular basis. If there are any more to come, bring them through.
What was your favourite part of that film?
I really liked seeing the kind of more religious and cultural aspects to the martial arts, because I'm not a martial artist. I like the way that they showed the future ideas around having the schools in Jamaica, and the fact that they've actually set these their own businesses up. So it's not just about being a martial artist, it's about, you know, making it economical, it's making it something that their families can earn money from, as well as teaching things such as the educational side and the grades and things to the other students. And there's just so much more to our culture than is shown in popular TV and cinema. So this is just a nice way to ease into it, and a documentary that is very, very subtle but powerful has been produced for us here.
And if we showed it again, would you tell a friend or come and see it?
100%, and I think this is definitely something that should, if possible, be distributed amongst the educational system, because there are so many things you could do with it, so much homework you could set around it. It could be a GCSE topic for discussion and debate, for drama. You know, it's endless. The opportunities are there. We've just got to make sure we get it into the right hands.
All right, cool, super. All right, what do you think of the film?
The film was awesome, very informative, very inspiring, and you know, it's a history that we didn't know, so it's nice to actually have that given to us. And I thank you for putting it together.
Does it relate to England at all?
100%, as Dr. Les said, it's the same experience we had over here. We didn't have the same fame or, how would you say, access to the international market, but we went through exactly the same discrimination, and we had to develop our martial arts and self-defense in the same way. We had a few masters over here as well.
Cool. Alright, what do you think of the film?
I think it was really good and really creative. Yeah.
Why do you like it?
Because that it had black people doing like martial arts, and Bruce Lee was in it as well.
Okay, would you like to see it again?
Pardon?
Would you like to see it again?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Thanks. So you just watched Black Kung Fu Experience. What do you think of the film?
I thought it was a good film in that it showed an aspect of martial arts that we're not really used to. Typically, we see a lot of the Oriental films. A lot of the characters are, you know, of Oriental descent, or perhaps some of the Americanized movies, you know, they're, you know, Caucasian actors. So to see so many black actors in martial arts movies and seeing the history, how far it dates back to them in their movies, was enlightening. It's completely new to me. I wasn't aware of that. The guy, Rob Van Cleef, actually, I'm familiar with him from, I think, UFC 1. I was not familiar with his history whatsoever. He's gone through so much. So yeah, it was an amazing thing to actually see. You know,
so when you go home tonight, what are you going to tell your friends about this film?
Well, funny enough, when you ask the question, do you know anyone else who wants to see this film, for sure there are a couple of people who, I said I was going to see this film and I couldn't make it today, so I'm going to definitely go back to them and pretty much see what I've told them, what I've told you, in that the history of black people in martial arts movies goes way further back than what we've ever seen, further back than like what we see in Blood and Bones, or I know there's a lot of recent you know, mixed martial arts movies as it's becoming more and more popular.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure none of my friends know that it goes back to the 70s. You know?
That's deep, man, isn't it?
It is. It's amazing. It's amazing. And these guys are not just like what can I say? Not new martial artists. They've been doing it for years.
30 years and thing, you know?
And they've gone over to the Orient and they've learned it, you know, from the masters there, and they've brought it back. Some of them stayed in Hong Kong and did movies, but they brought it back to America as well. So that's an amazing thing to see.
What do you think about the guys up this own school in Jamaica?
I think that's a very positive thing, and that's something personally, my background's Ghana, and that's something personally that I've always wanted to see in Ghana, and perhaps one day I will do that. You know, if I get to that level, open up a martial arts school in Ghana, because again, I find that excellent to actually take something that you've learned elsewhere, take the knowledge back to Jamaica to teach the people over there. I think it's a great thing.
And what's this on your t-shirt? Is that your martial arts school?
It's not, but this is Black Zillions. This is the name of a mixed martial arts academy in America.
Oh.
And I support these guys because bunch of very humble guys. As the name suggests, half of the guys are Afro-American black, half of the guys are Brazilian. They just put the name together, Black Zillions. They've been training with other camps for many years, but they just got together collectively last year, 2011, and yeah, Black Zillions. So,
are they capoeiristas then?
Capoeiristas?
Capoeira masters.
Oh no, sorry. These are some of them from wrestling background, some of them are from a Brazilian jiu-jitsu background. Yeah. So yes, the majority of the guys there are Brazilian jiu-jitsu guys actually.
All right, cool.
The Brazilian guys, yeah.
Well, and actually, how did you hear about today's event?
I'm on the mailing list, the Black History Walks email mailing list, and I'm on your YouTube page as well. So yeah, I saw the trailer on your YouTube channel. So yeah, great event. I loved it.
Cool. All right, Chris, tell me, what do you think of the film, please?
I think it's very fabulous. Especially the fact that it brings out the best. There's some of the best things about Africa. That a lot of good things do come out from Africa. The film, especially, the fact that they have to do, with people that I would say are almost forgotten. And there are loads of other people out there, who've done fantastic things in history, that have gone unnoticed. There are loads of good things coming out of Africa. We believe in ourselves, we believe in discipline, and the film is about self-discipline. You have to believe in yourself. So I think it's a fantastic movie.
Cool. Kung Fu experience, what do you think of it?
Just like to say it was amazing. I didn't know all of those people existed.
Don't go, Natalie.
There's so much history. I didn't even know about all of the things that happened in America even, and what the guy, Ron Bags, we've had to go through. Very good. Keep up the good work. And there was so much more that we heard that we could be able to see soon. And even the Senegalese person that's got his thing happening out there. Keep up the good work.
Would you recommend this film to a friend?
Yes, definitely.
And bring him to see it again?
Yes, definitely.
How much out of 10 would you give this film?
10.
Alright, cool. Thanks, man. Natalie.
Hiya.
You just saw Black Kung Fu Experience. What do you think of it?
It was a great film. I really enjoyed it. Well, it was, I never knew about any of those things before, so I was very happy to see it. And it reminded me a lot of my, in my country we do Danye, and the same spirit behind the martial arts and what we could make it as something progressive for the community, as we've seen in Dennis Brown, and I forgot his name, it's a bit complicated to me, I didn't know.
Oyo Tamari Esai.
Pardon?
The guy who was in Washington.
Yeah, that was looking so smooth. So I was really, that reminded me of that, and I I really enjoyed that.
Okay. How much out of 10 would you give the film?
I'll give it an 8.
And would you bring people to see it if I should?
Definitely.
Okay. Good. So, and you're from? What country you're
From Martinique.
Okay. Did they have Kung Fu movies in Martinique when you were growing up?
Of course, we had Kung Fu movies.
Really?
There are loads of Kung Fu movies. There's a channel called ATV. We used to have like Kung Fu movies every Saturday night and that was the whole night.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm very good at Wong Fei Hong when they had the
Wong Fei. Oh,
when I saw the Wong Fei Hong museum once, I always is there something on Wong Fei Hong because like I was really we're very much into movie into Kung Fu movies, all the flying on the bamboos and stuff. That was I really
I didn't know you had it on TV. We had it in the cinemas. You had it on TV. You're lucky, man. Okay, cool. All right. You also watched the Black Kung Fu Experience. What do you think of the film?
I thought it was brilliant. I thought it was really inspiring. And it made me kind of regret that I gave up my Tai Chi years ago.
Is it?
Yeah.
Why was the film inspiring to you?
I just like the connection between it centering young people, and it seemed to have such a profound impact on that group of young people that we saw. And I thought, wow, that is a brilliant thing, and it's something that we could explore more in this country. We haven't. Although, to be fair, I do know, I think 2 organisations here that do work with young people, but they also teach martial arts as part of that overall program.
Okay.
But I see a direct relevance and connection there. I think it'd be really nice if more people were aware of that and used it, because we have so much destructive behaviour taking place in our communities, and we don't seem to have anything cohesive to counter it. You know, we've got loads of hand wringing and, oh, let's have another meeting, let's have another discussion. But to have something practical that we can do, I just think it's a missed opportunity.
And what would you tell your friends about this film?
Come and see it and get your kids to martial arts. And I regret letting my children give up when one of them didn't want to do it anymore. The other one was influenced by her. And funny, today my youngest one said to me, "Mum, I wish you'd made us continue. I really wish we'd continued." So yeah, it's very good.
Cool, thank you. Let's watch the Black Kung Fu Experience. What do you think of that film?
I think a film like this is well overdue. I'd like to thank the director for bringing it to our attention. We need more cultural exchanges, because, you know, films like these, as I know, has been suppressed, and, you know, who controls the film industry. But I hope she can make more contributions. One of the things as well, you know, there's more to add to that film, I think, especially some of the period where these guys started doing their kung fu, and yet it's still been suppressed, you know. They were, you know, you just see a lot of the white guys doing kung fu and fight that, but these are suppressed, and, you know, they've got a big audience. But apart from that, Van Cleef, yeah, he's got a very interesting story, and I think she should take him up and let him do a documentary about his Vietnam experience, you know?
Absolutely.
That's also another part of her history.
Or they can make a movie about his life, man. That would be fantastic.
Make music about his life, especially his Vietnam experience, because Steven Spielberg and George Lucas, they've all forgotten about the black servicemen who served their country in Vietnam, and also the race riots and the discrimination that they said. And things like that is well overdue. I want to tell the director that you've got conscious people of African descent whose history has been
neglected.
Yes, and has been censored. And congratulations, make plenty more, and we hope we can have more cultural exchange. Hope one day we'll have the pleasure of meeting. My name is Charlie, and congratulations. In fact, we'd like to maybe nominate that film as the best documentary.
All right.
Yeah?
Cool.
We'll try and get a vote.
What's your name?
Fatima.
And how did you come to be here today?
I found out through my friend Zainab, who is part of this group.
Okay, and it's the first time you've been to one of these events? And what do you think of the Black Kung Fu Experience?
It was very educational and quite inspiring video. I come from an anthropological background. So,
really?
I found it to be somewhat like ethnography. And I don't know whether, I was wondering actually whether it used elements of ethnography, or perhaps it's going to be turned into one. And yeah, it's very eye-opening, and something that I wasn't aware of before.
What was the most eye-opening thing in that documentary then?
I think it was the link between education and the education of young people and Black history education combined with the concept that I found very interesting. I thought the two went well together, and it was almost as if they fitted nicely, but it's not something that you would think about in mainstream sort of films, or you would hear on the streets or be aware of otherwise before seeing the video. So,
and have you done any martial arts yourself?
I don't know whether kickboxing is considered. Is that a martial art?
Yeah.
I did that as a teenager.
Really?
Yeah, when I was younger. But that was all I did. Yeah. But I was speaking to someone today, and I will be joining one now. Yeah.
Okay. Because I noticed there was a girl in the film who was wearing a hijab.
Oh yes, I did notice that. Yeah.
And she was doing all the moves.
Yeah.
And she was really fast as well.
There's no barrier.
Yeah. Have you ever heard about the Wushu? Hang on, is the Wushu Academy? There's a Wushu Academy in India, and it's an all-Muslim school. Sorry, all-Muslim girls' school. All wear hijabs, and they're all experts in Wushu martial arts.
Okay. Wow, I haven't heard of it.
Yeah. Well, ask Zainab to send you the most recent newsletter from Black History Walks.
Okay.
Because the video clip is actually in that newsletter.
Okay. Great.